The Astros embarrassed the city of Houston this weekend. That was an absolute effing disaster. Getting swept in your own house by the Seattle Mariners. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I'm still pissed off about it. Welcome aboard the Paul Gallant Show on this Monday, August 21st of 2023. I don't know how many of you guys watch the television show Succession. Sean Mapes and I like the show. The main character in that show, Logan Roy, is essentially a knockoff version of Rupert Murdoch. And his kids in this show are constantly conniving to inherit the company. Thus, the very creative title, Succession. One of the last moments that we get Logan interacting with his kids when he is trying to highlight to them that they probably don't have what it takes. So when he gave them this dagger of a one-liner.
I love you, but you are not serious people.
And I don't know how the F you go from on Saturday night getting pantsed 10-3 to having that disgusting display in the first couple of innings yesterday. And I get it. They came back thanks to Emerson Hancock getting hurt. And it was 6-5. And at the very least, the end of that game, which I was at, was fun. But you go from Framber Valdez having a temper tantrum on the mound, losing 10-3, to that. I really don't see how they got up for this weekend looking like that. And yeah, I think it is fair to call effort and hustle and everything into question, specifically from Saturday going into yesterday, when you have Martin Maldonado saying this after the game.
I think for her, and I think it should be a slap in the face. I would say wake up call. So I think we gotta go out there and play better. Better energy, and don't be satisfied because you're just playing the game. We got to go out there and win the game.
You need an effing wake-up call for a team you played in the playoffs last year that beat you 3 out of 4 right before the All-Star break, a team that's 8-2 against you on the season. You need an effing wake-up call? This is a slap in the face? It's good to know that our fearsome leader, Martin Maldonado, is here to turn the ship around. They had a players-only meeting. Like, that's going to effing do anything. And what I'm most pissed about is really Framber Valdez. I don't know what is wrong with him, but yet again, after getting touched up for a home run, what's the next thing he does? Has a little temper tantrum like I'm having on the mound. I don't know what the F this was with Jose Caballero, who is a bit insufferable. I kind of get throwing at Jose Caballero, to be perfectly honest. But this moment was everything you need to know about Framber Valdez right now.
Now getting hit by pitches Caballero, who's looking at Framber Valdez, and Framber says, I can't hear what you're saying. And he's walking right at Caballero. Suarez gets in the middle. So does Julio Rodriguez. Framber, after giving up the 2-run home run, hit Caballero, and then Caballero said something to Framber, and he said, I can't hear you.
I get that it's 2023 and all, mental health and all that crap. But can we get this guy a therapist or something? What the hell is up with him? Like, that is something he has done twice. He should have been ejected for that. Honestly, I wish Dusty Baker had just ejected him on the spot for that. And Dusty started pointing at Caballero. No, let's focus on the big elephant in the room here, that Framber sucks this season. He's been awful for months, much like Christian Javier. And I mean, if this team's going to win a World Series, which they're still capable of doing, there's 37 games left. That guy's going to have to get shaken and woken up. Cool, no hitter. You got touched up by the Rangers. You throw a temper tantrum. You do this against the Mariners. It's the same effing thing. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Maldy's got it, though, guys. And you know what makes matters worse? Coming out of this weekend, where, again, you got effing swept, embarrassed at home by a team that you've owned for years. They're frisky. They're on a roll. The Rangers got swept over the weekend, too. You had a golden chance to at least make up one game. You couldn't even win one. I mean, hell, you're lucky the Rangers got swept. Lucky. Because this could be over. The AL West could be essentially over right now. They could be 5.5 games back and just half a game's up on the Mariners. By the way, they're just half a game up on the Mariners after this. And you go into this series, and Martin Maldonado saying afterwards, yeah, we got to really look at ourselves in the mirror. It was a slap in the face. I just don't understand how you're not aware that this team's playing well. Good God, even my baseball idiot ass was aware that the Mariners are on an effing roll. And you just pooped your pants. What was that? It's not often that I get mad at that team, but I just, to show up there on Sunday after they got their asses kicked 10-3, Julio Rodriguez isn't just emasculating you at the plate. He's emasculating Framber Valdez when he's trying to go and start something with Jose Caballero. And then you start off the game with what you saw from Hunter Brown. Good God. Couple wild pitches. Julio goes and doubles right away. And you're down 6-0 in the third. I get it. They came back, blah, 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 blah. Disgraceful performance. Disgraceful effort. And they're even acknowledging it. It was a slap in the face. We had to have a players-only meeting afterwards. Like, come on. This is a red-hot team. You are not where you were last year. You are not where you've been in a while. Wake up. 713-780-3776 to call in. To text in as well. You can join us on the Twitch, twitch.tv/ESPN975. Pinche says, I'm feigning frustration. I'm not buying his fruity tantrum. Look, I like to see this team do well, and that was ass yesterday. Complete ass. I just don't understand how they weren't ready to go. Specifically from Saturday to Sunday. Friday, 2-0, I get it. Saturday, Framber looks awful, has a temper tantrum again, and then on Sunday, you start off and you're down 6-0. Like, what's going on here? There's a funny text by Coog Blaze on the Twitch. I feel sorry for all of those dogs that had to sit through that yesterday. Those dogs did look miserable. There was a stretch of left field where you just could not walk through, and I actually felt bad for the dogs. I feel like there was a lot for all of those dogs to have to go through. Not just the Astros baseball. I mean, I get it. Dog day at the park. Cool. But I think those dogs are all stressed the F out when they're there.
This is what I'm most upset about with the Astros. Dog day in the park against the Seattle Mariners, against a division rival, against a team
Fans
that
weren't
gave
focused.
you your best shot in the playoffs last year, and now you think, oh, this is the day we bring our little fur babies to the
Fur
game.
babies.
No, you say that for the Detroit Tigers. You save that for the Oakland Athletics. You save that for the New York Yankees. You save that for last place teams. You do not do that in a series that, even before we knew that this was going to be a division race, you knew that this was going to be a big series.
Yep.
Late
Weekend
August
series.
against the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
And they may, dog day, bro. F that.
I want Sean to
It's
cook
a
some
slap
more.
in the face. It's actually more of a slap in the face than them getting swept by the Mariners. Them bringing all them wearing the little cute Astro dog bandanas. Get out of here, losers.
The fans weren't focused.
No, they weren't. We couldn't make Seattle's life a living hell.
The people that are like that with their dogs, like it's a child.
That actually,
I hate those
it's
people.
not just that our fans, our 10th man was distracted.
They were distracted.
It was that you're not getting your best if it's the fans that show up with their dogs at dog day. You're getting,
no doubt.
You're getting the worst of the worst.
You
That's
really
who you're
are.
getting.
You really are.
The worst the city has to offer.
713-780-3776 to call in. To text in as well. We got a text from the 281 here. The Mariners were Jose Ramirez, and we were Tim Anderson. Yeah.
Well, they're Michael Vick. And
But
we
at
were
least Tim Anderson got his hands up. Oh, my God, Sean. That took me a second to process that. Damn, you're on fire right now. From the 713, the Astros don't have the dog in them. That's from Man, Bear, Pig, and Cypress. Nice. Yeah, man. Look, not the end of the world, but you know what that team is, and that's the effort you showed. And I really want to focus on Framber. Like, to me, that's the sign of somebody who's mentally soft. this is how he always reacts to adversity. And he's been through a lot of it this year compared to last season, but something's got to happen with him. Something's got to happen with Christian Javier. After the game, Framber was asked about the confrontation with Caballero, and he said, Caballero reacted a little bit crazy there. It was a bad pitch. I hit him by mistake. It wasn't intentional. Obviously, hit by pitches happen in the game. He reacted a little bit aggressively, so I reacted as well. It's part of the game. Things happen. Look, Caballero is annoying as hell. He's easily the most dislikable Mariners player out there with all that stupid crap that he does in the batter's box and his gamesmanship with the pitch clock. It's really effing annoying. Get in the effing box, dude. Who are you? I've never heard of you before. I barely know how to pronounce your last name. But at the same time, when Framber has done this now in back-to-back outings after giving up a home run, throwing at a guy, are we really going to buy into that excuse by Framber Valdez? Sorry, I'm not. Nope. He threw at the guy. Fun guy to throw at. You know, whenever I played MVP baseball 2005, I would always throw at Alex Rodriguez instead of intentionally walking him. So I get it, but something's got to happen with Framber. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that fix is. Like, I feel like this is just him, and that's Christian Javier. And man, Saturday and Sunday, pathetic. Just absolutely pathetic for the Houston Astros.
Whoa, hitting with a P-bomb.
P-bomb. Yeah, I'm dropping a McLean on them.
Yeah.